Frank here, your virtual general aviation aviator, and today I am in the Just Flight Era 4. Now, this is the 4 version. I understand the 3 version, which I also have, which come in this package, is the one with the tail on the, well, it's not the high tail one. Excuse me. Anyway, I decided that it's about time I jumped back into version 11, explained 11, and just to get the dust off the software, right? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take an 11 nautical mile flight to Lake Ridge, so it shouldn't take long. Let's see. So the thing that I want to do at this point is get in the cockpit. All right, so I think I got everything pretty much ready to go. Let's check the light status. Well, let's just check the instruments here. Yeah, that's good. And let's look over here. The fuel pump's off. And I think that says landing lights. Yeah, so I don't need landing lights on. That gives me my strobes. I'm just refamiliarizing myself and pitot heat. And I don't really need pitot heat on today. It's pretty warm. It's like 90. And I think I'm flying real world weather. So yeah. And I'm only going to go up. I won't go over 2,000 feet. So yeah. All right. So let's take runway. Let's see. I guess I should go ahead and do the 8 or something I started not to do. But all I have to do is just hit number 2. Now I guess I can hit it here.
Raleigh Durham INTL
Oh, that's
Information
loud.
Uniform. 1700 Zulu weather. Wind 130 at 25, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 25, dew point -13. Altimeter 2996. Arriving runways 05 left, 05 right, 14, departing runways 05 left, 05 right, 14. Advise on initial contact you have uniform.
Did you say winds was 130 at 25? Let me check that because the trees don't sway in this version.
Raleigh Durham INTL Information Victor. 1700 Zulu weather. Wind 130 at 25,
Yep.
visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 25, dew point -13.
Wow. Some really strong winds. And as I look out of my window, I'm 15 miles from RDU, and I'm not getting, I don't see the trees swaying like there's a 25 knot wind around, but heading, who knows, there may be. All right, so let's release our brake and get started here. So I'm gonna taxi up to 35. Altimeter it was 2996. I think that's already set for me. Let me check. Yep, it's already set for me. XP oftentimes for the first flight will set the altimeter for you. All right, let's see if I can get out the window there. And okay, so shot of power, get the foot off the brakes, and look that way, and start my taxi to 5. Now I'm gonna speed things up because there's no need for me to have a slow taxi. Okay. So guys, I am look at that that windsock there. I am just about up to 5 right, and one thing I should mention is that the Garmin, the GPS here is a add-on. This plane by default comes with the Garmin 530, I think, and I think it comes with, yeah, the 530. I'm not sure if the 430 is included or not, but this is the Garmin GTN 750, and it's a paid add-on from Reality XP. And I still use it in certain airplanes today. So yes, it's a pretty good add-on. All right, so fuel pumps on. Switch to the fullest tank. Um, Landing light can go on, and so can my strobes. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take the runway. Nothing's coming. Clear it on both sides. Use all available runway. Drop a notch of flaps, and of course camera, lights, camera, action. All right, takeoff power set. We'll rotate at 65, 60 knots. Rotate, and we're airborne. Trying to track the runway here. And what a crab angle I've got. Okay. 400 knots above the airport. Flaps out. Oh, and it is a complex airplane, so gears up. Get it trimmed. And see, you can't see me trimming it, but I'm putting quite a bit of trim in it. All right, I'm at my cruise, 1500. So I'm gonna pull that power back and trimmer and start my turn. Now I've got 11 nautical miles, and it shouldn't take me very long to get to my destination. I've flown this route enough to not need a GPS, and so yeah, beautiful. So I know to follow this road until I get to some buildings with a red roof. Then I'm gonna turn to 020, and that'll point me straight towards the airport that I'm going to. So that's the plan. Oh wow, you know, I hadn't been in, let's see, I do need to adjust the, I think 20 and 30 is what we wanted on this guy. I think that's what I recall for cruise, 20 and 30. Let's see, didn't mean to do that. So I've got 30 on the manifold, 20 on the RPMs. And looks like I've gone above my But here's the building with the red roof I was referring to, and that building is actually there in real life. Okay, so I want to turn to 020 at this point, and I think I'm gonna go to. I think I may go a little bit longer because I think I want to start the cruise control, the autopilot, and I got a friend on xpilot.com, and he flies this a lot, and I wanted to show him how to engage altitude hold on the autopilot. So yeah, let's get her trimmed out. All right, so I'm trimmed in cruise, and the airport that I'm going to is right up in here, roughly at 020. Well, 030, but you know it's relative. All right, still a little bit high. Let me get my cruise control. There I go again. My autopilot engaged. Let's see. Now, autopilot, autopilot. Where are you? Let's see. I tell you, when you don't fly an airplane for a while, you can get rusty, right? Okay, transponders there. Um, let's see. Oh, turned that off accidentally. All right, where's the autopilot on this guy? Tell me, I've forgotten. Well, we do the autopilot. Let's see, autopilot. Embarrassing. Oh yeah, right here. There it is. I remember now. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the autopilot on, engage my heading. Let's see. I'm flying by my heading, so there's my heading book. Yeah, there it is. So, so yeah. Now, let me get down to altitude. I tell you what I'm gonna do, guys. I was gonna land here. Let me turn my autopilot off. I think I'm gonna do a touch and go, and then engage the autopilot on the way back. Now, way too high. Here's my airport right here. I am way too high to try to salvage this. Um, let's see. Winds were 130, so I need to come in on the other side anyway. I'm on 3-2. I need to come in on 1-4. Um, this side is 3-2 and 1-4 is on this side. So with winds being 130, then definitely need at 25 knots. I definitely need to be facing the wind. All right. So let's get her on down. And 1300 is actually the the pattern, so I'm a little bit below pattern at this point. So um, glumps, um, gas. Let's go to the other tank here. Gas lights are on undercarriage. Get those down. Mixture and prop. Let's get in some flaps here. And go ahead and turn base for 1-4. and this is just going to be a touch and go. Let's see, find the airport. There it is. And bring it on in. Degree of flaps. And nice. Take some of this back pressure out. So when you see my body, but I guess you can't tell when I'm trimming, but I am working my trim. And I'm working it manually. I'm not so sure that this one has a trim button on the steering wheel, on the wheel, so I'm not using the one on the yoke. In fact, when I'm landing, I actually do like to have a yoke on so you can see me working them. All right. Let's get in some more flaps and see how I'm crabbing into the wind. I'm gonna do the wing down method. So one of my wings, the wing on my right is lower than the wing on my left. Now I could, I'm getting a little slow here, so let me retrim and pick up a little speed. I could have used the rudder method for this crab and just kept the aircraft straight aligned with the runway. But the idea here is to kick it forward as I touch down, just before I touch down. All right, flaps. I'm not sure where my flaps is at, so go all the way up, then down one notch, 60, 70 knots, rotate, and we're back up. And this is a fairly long runway for a private runway. It's 3,200 feet. So while it looked like I didn't have much room, I had plenty, as you just saw. Okay, get those flaps out. I am 1, 2, 3, and 400 feet above the runway. Don't want to overpower. This guy, incidentally, is a turbo aircraft, so I don't have to. What word am I looking for? Oh, I can't just slam the throttle all the way forward. Otherwise, I get this over torque, this overboost light. All right, so I'm looking for the airport, and it should be almost straight in front of me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead on and engage my autopilot. Let's see if I can't get the heading bug to line up. There we go. And engage my autopilot, engage it by heading, and at 1,300 feet. Well, I want it set at 1,500 feet. Let me adjust these guys here. And let's see, so what was I? Yeah, I was still on my autopilot. Right. So I'm gonna adjust it right here. I might be I'm gonna do an altitude hold right here at 1,400 feet. So right here where it says Piper is a little hidden button, a little hidden click spot. Click it, and it will hold that altitude for me. See, look, Mom, no hands. And that's for anyone who don't know. You know what with all this wind, I may not be pointed towards the airport. So let's see, let me look out the window and see just where the airport is at. See, so the wind is coming at 130. So the wind is blowing me over this way. So the airport should be over this way. And I think that's Raleigh there, the buildings, Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm looking for the airport tower. Uh, so why I'm not seeing my airport? All right, there's more than one way to skin a cat. I do know that the airport is the frequency is 117.2 on the VOR. I need to turn the email off. Close that window. Okay. 117.2. And let's see, now I should be 30 and 40. Look at my manifold pressure, way too high, right? Let's see, so bring this up. You know, I might be wrong about the 30 and 40. The um, the 30 and 20, that might be for the beaver. So, so I guess my best advice is to check for yourself. All right, but that's what I'm gonna use for right now. Okay, so yeah. Now I could use the GPS, but let's see, 117.2 is already in the nav, and that's nav one. Wonder why is it not showing here? I don't know why it's not showing there. Um, oh no, this is nav two. Okay, so nav two is this one, and okay, and let's get this guy pointed to point me towards the airport. So I need to be on the heading of 140. So 140. That should point me to the airport. And see the little triangle says two, point me towards. So I had to make sure that that's actually going the right way. And yeah, should it's supposed to be a little short flight, right? And lo and behold, there's my airport. And normally I can see the tower. I don't know why I couldn't find the tower today. I guess I've gotten accustomed to X-plane 12. Okay, so now that I've got the airport in sight, I am going to, well, I can use the heading because I am going to come in and land on 5 right, the same runway I took off on. And that will conclude today's video in the Piper, just flight Piper from X-Plane 11. There is a word that I'm looking for that I can't find. Means something like retro. But anyway, a blast from the past. So yeah, All right, so I didn't I didn't adjust my lights, so my lights are good. I'm gonna do my first lumps, gas, and which tank is the fullest? The left tank is still the fullest, still on the left tank, so I'm good there. And I turn the fuel pump off. I generally keep it on landing, so I'll turn it back on in a minute. Gas, lights I didn't adjust. Undercarriage, I didn't raise. Oh my God, I forgot to raise my undercarriage. Uh, so that's okay. I've been relatively slow today. Haven't been flying, that fast. Uh, Undercarriage, mixture, and prop. Okay, go ahead and put that prop up. And that was something I was going to circle back to. Lights, gas. Okay, gas is what it was. All right, fuel pump is on. All right, 1500 is pattern. I'm at 1400, so yeah, I'm good. All right. So the air is pushing me to the right, the wind, because remember the winds is it's coming in from about right here, 130. All right. So I'll go ahead and make it my airplane. So head is off. It's my airplane. And I'm already in landing configuration. All right, so since the winds are gonna be coming, say I'm landing on 5, the winds are gonna be coming from this side, the right side of the airport, then I'm gonna go ahead and cross over just a bit. I don't want to turn short, in other words. All right, so I'm gonna start my turn just a tad late. And I guess I'll turn about here. All right, put some flaps in. Go ahead and make this turn. Start that descent. The back pressure to keep me from falling, descending too quickly, and crab it into the wind. All right, wings low again. If you guys want to see me do this with the rudder, just leave it in the comment. All right, more flaps, bring that power out. A little back pressure here. That's about what I want on my speed. So a little trim. Beautiful. Tracking that center line. Kick the rudder and roll it out. There we go. Nice. The braking action here. And I know you guys want to see the replay of that. So let me get out the runway and we'll take a look before we end this video. I'm not going to park because you guys know how to park this guy. All right. Just flight arrow. And I think I loaded this one because I don't think they got the the X-Plane 12 version. I can't remember. I don't think I've seen the X-Plane 12 version. Okay, brakes is what I'm looking for. Show me my brakes. There we go. All right, replay. Now I missed this in X-Plane 12 because for me in X-Plane 12, I can easily crash the sim. Whoa, that's loud. Let me get dead behind so we can see that crab angle. Should see those flaps drop another notch. With this much wind, you definitely don't want full flaps on a landing because you want to keep your wing surface kind of not so kind of a smaller footprint. All right, not quite on that yellow line. I mean that center line getting blown over a little bit. All right, kick it over, and there we go. Loved it. One more time. Let's see. I'm gonna check out one more view, and let's see, speed her up a little bit, and this view here. Get over the threshold. I was a little bit earlier, but yeah, loved it. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the the I think retro was the word I might have been looking for. Hope you enjoyed this retro flight, and until next time.
Y'all come back now. Cheers.